Hi everyone, Sharon Sims here, International Student Counsellor with TACLE. Welcome to another episode of TACLE Talks, weekly conversations in a safe space that allow us all to express, explore and evolve. And now, over to our host, Samuel Teja. Hi Samuel.
Hi Sharon. So hi everyone. I'm Samuel Teja, lead psychologist at TACLE. So it's lovely connecting with you guys again. And I think today we are going to talk about, the present situation that's going on in the entire world. And as we have already, I think, explained about the objectives of this TACLE talk in our introduction video last week. So I think we won't be talking much about, again, to give you a brief introduction, as Sharon has already mentioned, it's a safe space. It's a place where, you can address your concerns. This is a place where we'll be addressing your psychological and emotional concerns. So I think this is going to be an episode where we won't be talking about your academics, but here we'll be talking about you. I think you as a person is very important, than anything else, because when you are okay, your mindset is okay, I think everything goes well. What do you think, Sharon?
Absolutely. You've hit the nail on the head there. That's absolutely perfect. And you're right. If we focus on ourselves and make sure we're taken care of, make sure we're okay, as you said, everything else in our life starts to flow. And even if it's not flowing as well as we would like, we are in a space to be able to deal with it.
Yes. So now talking more about, the TACLE talks, I think the objective has been already clear. I think each of us are going through a lot of struggles. Now, if we talk about the current situation, the COVID-19 has really hit the world big time. I think every country, the people are suffering. And I think more than the people who are found positive with COVID-19, with the coronavirus, I think people got more affected mentally.
Definitely.
And especially if we talk about in the context of our international students, especially the students, those who have migrated from South Asia to a country like Australia, Canada, and other countries, I think they've been really going through a very tough time, because now these people must have been working part-time elsewhere, and making their livings. But now, I think now what has happened, everything has stopped, because of the curfew and because of this COVID-19, the people are not able to go out, So now people are staying inside. I think how long they can spend time on social media and do that. There comes a time where they are mentally fatigued, They are mentally exhausted, So what do you think, Sharon, could be, we can, the way out for this, according to you, as per your experience as international counselor, you've been dealing with a lot of students, being in Australia, dealing with a lot of international students. What do you think, the present situation and the current scenario of Australia especially?
Yeah, look, as I've mentioned in a lot of my talks previously, we're in a little bit of a different situation here in Australia as compared to India, perhaps. I understand that you guys are all in lockdown and you really can't go out very much at all. Here it's more of a voluntary isolation. We are still able to go out and about in very small numbers. We are still able to, not all of us, but a lot of us are still able to work. But in the case of international students, they are being called on, because they are classed as casual workers, they are often being called on more. So for instance, in our supermarkets, they're being given more hours than they have been previously to help keep things stocked up. So yes, while some people and some international students may very well have lost their source of income due to COVID-19, I believe that others are actually being asked to step up and work even more. So you've got the two ends of the spectrum there, but I think they both bring us back to your point earlier, needing to sort of go within and focus on ourselves. For me, I believe that's the answer to most problems in life. Would you care to share with us from your perspective, perhaps, how we can do that, whether we are spending a lot of time at home or whether we are busy, we do get time to come home. I think it's important, as you said, to spend some time focusing on ourselves. So would you care to let us know how perhaps we might be able to do that?
Yeah, sure, Sharon. I think I've been, as we've been going through, I think it's been already so many days and weeks and months, we are under this pandemic and the entire world is suffering. So I think this is the time again to connect with yourself. If I were to give a tip, a mental health tip for this episode, I would say we've been connecting with a lot of people out there over the years. Maybe you may be 20-year-old, you may be 50-year-old. I think we were all busy, making other people happy, working for them, going out for work from morning 9 to 5, working, too busy with doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
But now this time has made us realize one thing, that how our family is important. This time has given us a realization that how we as a person is important. That even if we don't go out, but still a life can go on. So I would say that the best tip that I can give as a mental health professional is, this is a time to connect with yourself. You can connect with yourself with various means, whichever works best for you. For me, the meditation and prayer works really good. Maybe for you, the yoga or going for a walk, listening to your music. So different things work for different people. You need to find, where do you find rest? What is your source of strength? Maybe you have not connected to your parent for a long time. Maybe this is time again to connect with them. So this is the time. So I would say this lockdown time is to unlock your potential. There is a lot you can do, because I remember it's been going to be 40 days the next week. We've been under lockdown. If we talk about our scenario, of our India scenario, so I have learned a lot. This is the time I have really spent productively, working on a lot of projects. Working on a lot of talks, reading a lot of stuff. Connecting with people. So this is a really time where I was reviving my relationships, reviving my relationship with others, and also at the same time connecting with myself. So I think that's what I would say. It's really great time. It's a holy time, I would say, where you can connect and spend time with yourself and learn to know more about you. So
I think a lot of people have an issue with that, don't they? Really understanding who they are and being alone with themselves. It's something that I personally enjoy, and I thrive in that kind of environment. So this period of isolation really hasn't been incredibly testing on me. There are definitely certain aspects that I miss, the physical connection with other people and just being able to pop in and say hello to a friend. But in that, the time that I am spending on myself, like you, meditation and prayer is something that works well for me and helps me reconnect with myself. But I do spend an awful lot of time journaling, getting my feelings out, and it makes me become more aware of who I am or where I am at any particular time. It is a practice that I've been involved with for 20 or even 30 years. But, as I said, not everybody's accustomed to doing that. But as you said, it's a really good time for people to use this period of lockdown to unlock that potential and get to know themselves. So that's an amazing tip. Thank you so much for that, Samuel. If people are really suffering and they're finding that perhaps some of the tips that we've spoken about here and we may potentially bring to them in the future, there are a couple of organisations, one here in Australia and one in India. I would like to share those numbers with our viewers, if you think that's appropriate right now, Samuel.
Yeah, sure, because I think so that people can get the right help. Maybe I think not everybody has time not everybody's connecting to a family. Sometimes there's some trust issues. So there should be a place, a neutral place where they can express their feelings. They should not be suppressing the feelings within, but they should be talking about it.
Definitely.
So I think that's good idea. They can connect with somebody.
Great.
And talk about their feelings.
Awesome. So here in Australia, we have an organisation called Lifeline, and that's open to anybody that's here in Australia, whether you are a permanent resident, an international student, even a visitor. If you're here and you need some more mental or emotional support, Lifeline is the organisation to call, and the number is 131114. So again, that's Lifeline 131114. I believe there's also an organisation in India called iCall, Samuel.
Yes, iCall.
iCall, great. The number for them, so for any of our viewers in India, The number is 0222 55 21 111. Now, we'll give you that number again because it is quite a large number. So for iCall, the number is 0222 55 21 111. So hopefully the tips that Samuel has shared are going to help you. Otherwise, as I said, there's Lifeline and iCall. But I think that concludes this episode for this week. Thank you so much for your information and sharing your knowledge there, Samuel. It's been a pleasure to talk with you as always.
Yes, it's my pleasure too, listening to you and, getting a lot of new ideas from you as well. So thank you, Sharon. And for you guys, stay tuned for the next episode. And thank you guys. So thanks to Sharon.
Thank you. So that concludes another episode of Tackle Talks, weekly conversations in a safe space that allow us all to express, explore and evolve. And until next week, stay safe, stay connected and keep talking. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.